dish using a ton of spices, which basically we're trying to create Italian seasoning using all of these yummy spices. What do we have here?
For making Italian season, we use of the 1 teaspoon garlic powder, half teaspoon rosemary, half teaspoon coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon basil, dried basil, half teaspoon oregano, half teaspoon thyme, half teaspoon sage.
Wonderful.
If you let me, I mix this together and show to you the color and I think smelling of all of this powder in here. I feel and I enjoy of cooking this dish for you all.
Awesome. So we're just gonna add all of these spices into a coffee grinder and mix it up so that everything is ground.
Because some of my ingredients is a little large, I need this is changed to the powder. I pour to my coffee
grinder,
and I use of this, and I show you that.
Okay, let's pour everything in.
Okay. If somebody wants or like rosemary more, or coriander seeds, or oregano, can use more.
Okay.
That is dependent to the people's taste.
It depends on their preference. Okay. Is everything added now?
Yes.
Wonderful. You just give it a mix and it's ready to go.
Oh.
As you can observe, we have some fried onions in the left corner. That's actually one large onion that has been fried, and the color is nice and golden. You don't want it to be too crispy. And this onion was fried in olive oil, but you can use any vegetable oil of your preference. On the right side, we have 1 pound of ground beef that has been cooked by itself, and it was basically cooked in its own fat. You don't need to add any water or anything else. You just cook both on medium-low heat, and the fried onion takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and the meat takes about 30 to 35 minutes.
If somebody like the food be so oily, can add more oil.
Okay.
Okay, now we add fried onion to the fried meat, ground meat. For spice, we use of some black pepper.
Okay.
This is dependent to the people's that how much like the food be hot.
Okay. So that was half a teaspoon, right? But they can add
I
more.
add the half of teaspoon turmeric powder.
Okay.
Now we add some salt. I
Okay.
add 1 teaspoon. This is dependent to you, how much do you want your food be salty.
Okay.
Now, this is the time for add the tomato basil
Pasta sauce.
pasta sauce. Okay dear, now this we use of 1 teaspoon Italian season that we I think the one we started the cooking, I show to dear friends that how I make the Italian season.
Right. It's good to make everything at home, I think, instead of buying Italian seasoning. But of course, on the market, you can find ready-to-go Italian seasoning.
Be done with this part,
Okay.
and
We're just gonna let this cook.
Yes, we let this cook at the end. Again, we show.
For how many minutes?
I think 20 minutes.
And voila! The sauce is pretty much ready to go. It looks amazing.
Now we add some lemon juice.
Wonderful. Half of the lemon?
Yes, half of the lemon.
Half of the lemon, nice. Can they use vinegar instead?
No, just have to use up the
Lemon.
lemon. We have to add the lemon juice at the end of the cooking meat with sauce. Because if more boiling, this is causes you couldn't feel the lemon taste.
So the flavor will evaporate? Okay.
For 1 pound spaghetti, we need 8 cup full water.
Okay, 8 cups of water. You need to bring it to a boil. And then...
And also, I add to the boiling water the 1 full tablespoon salt
Okay.
and little
So you need to add salt into the hot water because this is the time when the spaghetti noodles will absorb the flavor of salt. Never ever add spaghetti to water that's lukewarm or cold because it will become super soggy very quickly.
Okay, now I add all
The
spaghetti that I have in the pot, and slow we help the spaghetti.
To become al dente.
Yes dear, just around 10 minutes we need a time. We don't want the spaghetti cooked completely because we have a second times for cooked spaghetti with other ingredients that we have in the oven. Now I am going to drain the spaghetti noodle.
Okay, we're using a colander. It gives you a nice facial, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that looks amazing. All right. Do they need to wash it with cold water?
No, we don't need to wash with cold water.
Okay, because I know some cooks like to, run some water over it to stop the cooking process, but it's unnecessary.
Unnecessary because if you want, you can add little cold water. But because we didn't cook completely the spaghetti, this is okay. But now because we want add this to half an hour, we need a little get the spaghetti under the cold water.
So if you were just cook this pasta regularly with just tomato sauce, no need to run water over it.
This is dependent. Some of the pasta had a more flavor, and this is causes the pasta, they stick to each other. But
okay, so you're saying if the starch content is high, then we definitely need to run some cold water over it. Okay.
we need 16 ounce, half an hour.
Oh, that looks creamy and yummy. And it's actually organic half and half. We definitely like to, support organic products with our dollars. So whenever we can, we definitely purchase organic products. The next ingredient that you need is mozzarella cheese. You need half a cup to 3/4 of a cup shredded mozzarella cheese. Any mozzarella cheese would be fine. And this is our meat mixture that we prepared some time ago. So on medium low heat, or actually low heat, you stir half and half. What happens if you put the half and half on high heat?
If put half and half on high heat, this is causes half and half and cheese get together and be so
Be like a dough?
yeah. That
Okay.
is that not really good. We need a little half and half be like watery, not
Okay.
so hard.
So would you say the texture that we're looking for is yogurt texture?
Little
More thicker?
thicker than
More
yogurt,
thicker.
yes.
Okay. Would you say like bechamel sauce?
Like a bechamel sauce is good, yes.
Okay. Wonderful.
And if we don't have any half and half, we can use of the milk and
Heavy whipping cream?
heavy whipping cream, just half and half. Yes.
Nice.
Half a cup of the whipping cream, half of milk. It's very, very wonderful day today.
Good.
Because I
So fun.
yeah.
Once you've added your mozzarella cheese, you want to keep stirring and adjust the heat to the lowest amount possible.
Half-baked spaghetti.
Wonderful.
Half and half and cheese.
After some time, some of the water will evaporate, and at this time, you are ready to turn off the heat. So as you can see, there is some moisture left. It's not dry or anything like that. So you can go ahead now and turn off the heat.
For first layer, we use of the spaghetti with half and half and cheese.
That looks incredible. Wow. Why don't you pour it all?
Because my dish is not so big,
Okay.
and I like this
So I can tell you guys that the thickness is about 1 inch. You don't want too much pasta in your dish.
mix meat.
Very easy. This dish doesn't need any, complex or advanced cooking skills. So again, we did not pour all the meat because we're gonna do 2 separate dishes.
For third layer, we use of the mozzarella cheese. For at least 15 minutes.
Okay, 315 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes, and this is just regular baked, right? We're not broiling.
This is regular baked, and if you want complete, get the like a brown layer and golden, a little like a 2 minute or 3 minute use of the broil.
Broil?
Yes.
Okay, so at the end, we're just gonna broil it for 1 to 2 minutes so that the top layer is nice and golden. Besides mozzarella, can they use any other cheese?
We can use of the cheddar,
Cheddar.
but just for decorate, not for all. We have to use of the mozzarella and little we can use of the yellow cheddar.
Okay. These are gonna go into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. So you're gonna bake for 15 minutes, and then once it's done, you will broil it for 1 to 2 minutes. And voila, our baked pasta is ready to be served. It looks absolutely incredible. As you can see, the cheese is nice and golden and the edges are super crispy.
My spaghetti is cooked and I cut it for every part for, I think, one person is enough.
Alright, that would be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll talk to you in our next video. Take care.
Take care.